Yeah, two hands, all right? Well, I'm sure you guys are here to talk about the backup offensive tackle, correct?
Yeah.
No, I think our scrimmage started really well with our special forces units, which was our kicking units, our punt team, and our punt return. Again, I've been talking about how guys are asking to be on those teams, and it showed today how fast we played and how this is probably as clean as we played in our kicking game. And every scrimmage we usually have, every time we come into the stadium, we usually have about a 10-minute period of our punt team, which is the most important team. It's the team that can flip the field, and now we've gotten to where we can practice both units because we've got a group of guys that really want to be on this team. They're giving us good looks. We don't have to use down the line scout team. We're using ones versus the one. So that was really clean. Got a chance to see the young fellas back in the back end catching and feeling comfortable. And we got some special returners. Marco Robinson and Darryl made stood in there and had a couple that he had the fair catch, and those are fair catching the ball with people around you. That's exciting to see also because that means guys are not flinching. One of the young receivers went in there and stood in there and caught the ball and made about a 15-yard run. So I think starting to see a huge difference in that kicking, those two kicking units, and those are the two that we work the most. The quarterback situation, again, I'll hold judgment until I see the film, but there were some good things. There were some things that we, at times we played sloppy at that position, but there was some good. I think there was more good than bad, but the difference in the quarterback play and the receiver or offensive line, you make a couple bad plays as quarterback, and it really shows. Okay? And that's the only thing that people usually remember. So we got to make sure that we are playing clean all the time at that position. But we'll hold judgment until we see the film. We'll watch it tonight, watch it tomorrow, and then try to come up with, see if it's a big enough separation that we can make a decision. I think that's really good, young, skilled on offense. With the freshmen that just came on campus, and along with some of the guys that were redshirted. I think a lot of guys got different roles. Some of the big receivers that redshirted last year, and then these guys that just got on campus. I think they have the ability to make big plays for us. And there was a few big plays today. Like our skill and our big skill, didn't see enough out of our big guys up front on defense, but our skill guys in the back end and our next level, which is our big skill, pretty active. Again, I want to make sure of that when I see the film tomorrow. But really competitive. We got out of this thing. Faulkner had a high ankle sprain, maybe a high ankle sprain. We don't know exactly yet, but that's the only injury we had. We had an old school scrimmage, 140-some plays. We just wanted to put the ball down and get as many snaps as we possibly could. Reason being, a lot of guys needed snaps. So that should be it. I've covered everything. Shouldn't have any questions. Jen's already tweeting about it.
Do I hear you say that possibly may have been some separation in the quarterback race?
No, what I said is, we'll see if there was any separation. I mean, it was nice competition. I thought the two young guys went in there and handled themselves well at times. But again, it's a lot faster, a lot more stuff on those guys. But I thought they both did some good. I thought both of the two older guys did some good. We'll go see if there's enough separation between any of them to make some decisions. And I'm not talking about 1, 2. I'm talking about 3, 4 also. Okay, so we'll take a look at it.
You said there were some big plays today. Who are some guys specifically that made some big plays for you?
The Rod King guy you guys will get a chance to talk to. He made a huge play for us. Kasheep Williams made some big plays. Defensively, they had one pick six and one should have been a pick six. The guy who intercepted understood how to put his foot in the ground and cut back inside.
Who made those 2 picks?
One was by McGuffin and the other one was by Cartier Rice. I'm not sure if he's ever played tailback, but he did have a big interception against.
He's the one that didn't take it to the house?
He's the one that didn't. Well, he's used to taking the knee. He's the one that had the interception in the South Carolina game where you catch and take a knee. So, but it was big plays on both sides of the ball. Again, you can get down because the team fumbles, okay, or a team turns the ball over for a pick six. But I'm stressing to our defense, hey, we need turnovers. All right, and I'm also stressing to our offense, we cannot afford to turn the football over. Okay? When we have not turned the football over, we're like 95%, and when we win, Kentucky wins. So we can't turn the football over. We also got to create turnovers, and we did that today.
Joe, when you look to break down Max versus Morgan, whenever you do that, will it be solely on what you're seeing now, or how much will go back through what's happened in the last year and the last 2 years?
I don't think you can worry about the last year. I mean, this is a new competition, all right? And one thing we got to do is base our evaluation on what's happening now. This is a different team. Who can lead this offense and win? To lead this offense wins, and who can get the ball in the end zone. That's important. We'll do base our evaluation on what's happening now. We've had 9 practices, and it's still a lot of work to be done. We've got 20 more practices, and we'll need those to get ourselves ready for this year.
How did your running backs, and particularly your young backs,
young backs move and power? And big, strong, physical guys understand how to pick up. Which is the hardest part about being a freshman back is protection. And I don't know if they always know yet who they're supposed to protect, but when they do, and it's an explosion. It's an explosion. Those guys really understand how to uncoil their body and get up underneath people. But the thing they have to understand is who to block all the time. But those guys do a really good job of moving the pile. I mean, there's nothing there, and you get up and it's 5 yards or 4 yards. I mean, that's the thing that we haven't had around here in a long time with that type of back.
Who had touchdown passes, interceptions? Give us an idea.
Yeah, I don't. So many of them playing. We played all 5 of our quarterbacks. Rod King called a touchdown. I'm not sure who else called a touchdown. I really don't know who threw them. Okay. Gene could have threw them for all I was concerned. Sometimes you're watching the front. Sometimes you're watching the receivers release, and you forget those things. So,
you'll know tomorrow, though, right?
That I hope. I'm watching film tonight. I know tonight. Text me.
Yeah.